Hello everybody, welcome back. So today is a good day. I've got the door open, the birds are tweeting, it's quite warm. I've just been outside cleaning the 86 and the Golf, so they're ready to go on the ramp after we finish with the JZX. So last video this started, but today what we're going to do is run through the list of things left. So what we have is clearance of bumper, because it's just touching the intercooler, wire sensors, we've got 4 deffies to put in. Put the dash back together because it's scattered across the interior. It's been MOT'd. I've got to fit a rear plate, so change that over. I'm not going to change the seat actually, I'm just going to change where it's sat. Not going to put the harnesses in, but I do need to bleed the brakes. There's a few jobs to do on it. We're going to rattle through them really quickly, get them done because I'm running out of time. And then we're going to take this into London and go to one of the Venga meets. So first of the year, car life is starting. So let's go. Okay. It's got a bit warmer in here now, so the hat's come off, but we're motoring along quite nicely at the moment. So inside the car, we've got, this is a lander gauge, which is already in there, but we've got the 4 deffies inside now. Now deffies are great because they're super easy to wire. So we've got water temperature, oil pressure, and then boost. So, I need to straighten these up a little bit in a minute. So these just daisy chain together. So this one's linked to this one, this one's linked to this one, this one's linked to this one. This one is then linked down here to the controller. And then that controller goes off to your senders. Now that's really cool because it means you don't have to wire each gauge individually. So you really wire one, well, you wire the controller for power and then they just share the power, which is great. So I'm gonna now get the car on the lift and then finish fitting up the senders. So the wiring is run through the bulkhead. We've got water temperature, we've got oil pressure, and then we've got oil temperature. So I'll have to get underneath to the takeoff plate to get those run. But I'll tie them across somewhere safe. Obviously want to avoid the downpipe and stuff. But after that, we then need to install this. Now that will sit in the top radiator hose just here, and that'll be a water temperature takeoff. So I'm gonna get the car on the lift and get cracking. Next thing you'll see, hopefully, is working gauges. We have got everything installed and everything running nicely. This is the takeoff for the water. The lines are nicely tied up out of the way for the water takeoff. Also the 2 oil takeoffs go down there. If you look inside, gauges are looking cool, all lighting up. They've hit the limit for oil pressure, but let's start it. So there you go. Oil pressure is working, the oil temperature is working, and so is the water temp. Boost has always been in there, so I know boost is working. All the center consoles in nicely, everything's looking good. List has evaporated, and yeah, we're ready now to give it a wash and hit the road, I think. Yeah, these are an absolute lifesaver. If you haven't got yourself a head torch, you are missing out. Okay, just got into London, everything's going good, so the gauges are working. The car is happy. If I sound surprised, it's because I am, because I didn't think this was going to go smoothly, but it seems to be going okay. I've just met up with Jonny. They're in a Renault 4, so this is like the most unlikely convoy ever, but it should be good fun. And then we're going to meet up with a load more people, see what cars they've bought, so there should be some cool Japanese stuff as well. But yeah, this is going to be quite a slow cruise into London. I think it's so cool. So he's just bought this. He had another one that unfortunately got crashed into. So this is a new one that's got all the parts from the old one plus some cool new parts. So Very cool piece of retro transport. And I don't know the last time I saw a Renault 4 being driven in February. It's wild. So really excited for tonight. Hopefully it's made, well, today has been a bit of a trial because brakes have caused me issues. Lots of little bits and pieces, but I'll maybe give you an overview of the car when we get there and show you where we're at. But yeah, I'm relieved to be driving it. This is wicked. Okay, so we have turned up Berwick Street for Vengaworld. We've got a load of cars turned up, so ISF V8, GTA 6, that is Dino's M4, Voltex wing on it, T37s, really cool car. Mikey's 86. Me? No, I'm alright, thanks. Johnny's running 4 is the best car here, clearly. Yeah, small meat, but some really cool cars, and this marks start of summer. There'll be more and more car meets popping up left, right and centre. Next month there's another Vengaworld, so get the cars ready, get them out. Okay, so we've got to the end of the night, finished up in London. Car's done really well, so I thought I would just give you basically a run through of what's changed, some of the additions. I know you've seen a lot of them already in this video, but just to recap, because you won't have seen some of the stuff. So one of the things I didn't tell you about is actually these new brakes. So first time I've used them tonight, took a bit of bedding in, obviously bled them just now, earlier today, but I had an issue with the pads, so I've had to put different pads in there, and I've actually managed to get some RS29 pads to work. What was happening was I wasn't getting a very good pedal, it was really soft. What I found out is the pads were getting stuck in the calipers. So luckily I had some old RS29s that I managed to just shave down slightly to fit, and they've worked really nicely, so that's really good, happy with that. Just ignore that for now. Obviously the oil cooler in the front, new number plate, that's gone down quite nicely. Didn't spin it this evening, so
that prophecy hasn't come true just yet. Oil coolers obviously in the front, and then the 4 gauges inside the car, which have been reading really nicely. So I've noticed that the oil pressure has been really nice and constant. I've noticed that the oil temperature will come up to around about 85, 90 degrees, and then I guess the thermostat opens and cools down. Water temperature is nice and stable, so everything there, really pleased with that it all works. I've obviously got the Serial 9 lock kit under here. That's driving really nicely, actually. Quite like the way the steering feels. Yeah, it's an improvement. What else do we have? Yeah, nothing really on the back, but I have got one of the new Vengaworld stickers, and yeah, I haven't paid it yet. I need to do that when I get in. And also added a Venga slap to the dash. So all in all, I think a pretty successful evening. The car works. It's done, how many miles down there it is? It's done probably 60, 70 miles, I think, without any issues. No leaks. The lines seem to be good for the oil cooler. Oil cooler seems to be working. The car didn't fall apart. So yeah, really pleased. So hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you for watching, and maybe we'll get this along to a track day or skid day or something.